Hello, Alan Ritchson. So, I know that you want to play Batman, and I don't mind you playing Batman. Here's where I'll start. I'll start with something that I did not find marketable or entertaining or interesting when it came out. And I'll give you a take that you can own for yourself. Okay? Now, what if Matt Reeves were to take on the Dark Knight trilogy that Christopher Nolan made 3 or 4 decades ago, whenever. Let's say Matt Reeves was going to take the bull by the horns, so to speak, and just face the Dark Knight trilogy head on. Here's why I say that. Alan Ritchson, let's cut to the chase. What if you were Azrael Batman? Not Azrael Batman as it was in the comic books, but Azrael Batman in a new James Gunn form. Like a scary, post-Bane, almost out of control, if not totally out of control, almost a killer Batman. Here's how I imagine it. You, Alan Ritchson, you do not come off as a monk of any kind. Although Robert Pattinson, skinny as he is, even though he is an urban city boy, does kind of come off cross as a monk. And that would give us some overlap as to why Bruce Wayne would even have anything to do with this monastery of fire that Azrael comes from. Now, as we all know from the comic books and from the movies, Bane breaks Batman's back. But what we do not have from the movies is what happened after that for Gotham. So what happened after that for Gotham? Because I didn't read these comics. I did not find Azrael Batman marketable. I didn't find him interesting, as we call it. I didn't care. A Batman with knife hands and shoulder pads and a big old night vision helmet, it kind of bored me. But you could grow a beard, and you could shave your head, and you could be in a monastery like in Vin Diesel's Babylon AD. And you could be something that's not quite as big and strong as Bane, but someone who is even more righteous than Bruce Wayne, and who has a very complex morality that allows him to be even more violent than Bruce Wayne, because Azrael was like a fire monk with these fire knife fists. This would give you and your physicality to bring the art of Joe Quesada to the film. So it would be the Bruce Wayne skinny. It would face the worry that Robert Pattinson is skinny, and it wouldn't hide from. It wouldn't protect the rich boy. That this skinny rich boy would get himself messed up, specifically from a demographic that is incredibly strong. The chemically altered Bane, the foreign, militaristic, charismatic gang leader of Bane. That Bruce Wayne quickly is headed off by the main power force of urban poverty, the South American cartel, undefeatable, inhuman muscle man. And that the Matt Reeves Gotham would not go in the direction of super fantastic elastic plastic. We all are so in love with Mr. Poopy Face, Clayface, that all we want to do is eat a big pie of brown Clayface. that the audience is sabotaging Hollywood by telling Hollywood, my head's a little bit misshapen because of the hair, that the audience is telling Hollywood, we love poopy pie, give us more poopy pie, to sabotage Hollywood. That every censor and every group, every way that Hollywood has to try to read the audience is giving them sabotage information. And so we have a Clayface, and it looks like they're going to take the most fantastic aspect of Paul Dini's Batman the Animated Series, and they're going to use that as an excuse to ruin the 80% of the value from Matt Reeves' Batman universe, its realism, and give us like a Terminator 1000 made out of filth Clayface. So if to recover from that, or instead of that, to do Batman, he's public, he's giving the people hope, he's right at the beginning, and he thinks he's been doing this for a long time. He's been doing this for as much time as that movie has been out. So let's say 3 or 5 years. So he thinks he's been doing this for a long time. And then you get this 48-year-old South American steroid monster with his army and with his complete lack of morality and his pseudo-religious poetry superiority. And he comes in, and Batman gives him a bit of a fight, and then gets his back broken. And he loves Gotham. Bruce Wayne loves New York. I love New York. So Bruce Wayne loves Gotham. So he does not allow for even one night of lawlessness. That he is Batman, and therefore he has a contingency plan for everything. So that he is immediately helicoptered out to the Alps, where some mysterious European monastic order of crazy-ass fire muscleheads are waiting to replace Batman with an even more badass muscle morality maniac. And that's where Alan Ritchson comes in. And that's why you can have this huge muscle Batman in James Gunn's universe, played by Alan Ritchson. Pay my rent, nigga.